Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Watchers Report. This is going to be a brief video dealing with the production side of what I do. I don't really think that a lot of people that I work with understand what I'm working with and what it takes to actually put a song together. Now, I'm not saying everybody because I'm not the first one to ever deal with Fruity Loops. So I know there's some brothers out there that understand, but I don't know to what level they took it. So I'm going to show you what I have to do to create a song. Now, I do play keyboards. I would rather create music playing the keyboard in the studio than doing it the way I have to do it now. But it's still no less fun and just a little more tedious. You'll understand more once I show you the process. I can only show you part of the process. So I'm going to show you how I work in Fruit Loops and how many tracks and just how tedious sometimes it can be. Right? So excuse this forward motion. Alright. Now, let's see. As you can see, there's the board. Right there. Let's set the camera right. Let's make sure we got it right so you can see what's happening. Let's bring it down a bit. Alright. This is what I deal with. As you can see from this piece right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, I think, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 tracks that I'm dealing with here. I initially start out with just the snares, kick drum, claps, and hi-hats. These 5 right here. When the window's open, this is what you're working with. Then you work from the side over here. You find your sounds. Then you open them up and you log them into here. This window, you pop open this window, which is the piano roll. See it right there? Piano roll. Now, if you listen, you'll see what I have to do. Each note has to be inserted perfectly. And you're still dealing within the parameters of the sounds that they present you with. So each one of these notes you see had to be put in by hand. Now, that didn't look too difficult, but when you get down to something like this, you can see how one song can take you a nice bit of time depending on its complexity. This is the beat I was telling you about when I was just messing around with a snare and it started building itself. Now when you get to this level, this one has really become a headache. Now you got to put in chords. Each line has to be measured the same. Now I know what you're saying, that you might think use this one for them all, but some are shorter than others, and you have to determine that as you go. So, but now you have to make sure they're compatible. Make sure I cut that one on. Now listen to it. Okay. Now, who's not in? Now we put everybody in. This will be the chorus, of course, because you have all the channels open, all the tracks playing at the same time. Now, when it becomes real tedious, after you get to this point that you're satisfied with what you've created, now you have to start removing stuff and saving it as MP3s, single editions. So there'll be one string of bars played at this level. What you are witnessing is called mixing. I let this loop, record it, save it, then the next time it comes around, change it up. Remove that. Now we just want a plain loop of bars, just the bass and beat, of course. Now that's the bass. What you're looking at is the rolls. Now, of course, you have to sync it with other bass lines, which is this one. Now, I'm pretty satisfied with this flow, so let me show you how I save it. As I am going to use this particular set anyway, though I'm not finished, I can save this one. Now you open up Save As, click it over. This is called the stars, for now anyway. Parentheses, bass plus beat. Save. You close. This window comes up. Start. That version of the track is now being uploaded, sent to my desktop. Let's close this window for a minute. Let's close this window for a minute. Then we come back over here. We look at it. We find it. We open it up. Anytime now. Thank you very much for your cooperation. That's one loop. Depending on the song, this could have anywhere up to 12 to 25 different MP3 sets that I have to now go into Audacity. Let me show you what that looks like. This is a tedious thing. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. It's very complex. A lot of engineering involved, especially. But if you grew up as a DJ, it becomes elemental for you. So now we open it up. We go to desktop. We look for the stars. It's gonna be down here somewhere. Past it, the mast there, the sun, the stars. Double click, pops open, bow. Now it's here. Magnify it, stretch it to its highest level. Looking at the sound waves of the song that don't seem to want to cut off right now for some reason. Alright, I go here to this level, see if that's the ultimate level. You see the dots appear. I know I've gone too far. It's harder to work at this magnification. For some reason it requires you to cut on the dots as opposed to in between the dots, and that's not what you want. I then place the cursor here. Then I call up a different track of the same song, mixed a different way, and boom, you have a song once it's done. Then, after all of that's done, Once the song is complete and I'm happy with it, I go back into this, open up this same process. Now I just put the whole song in as saved as one MP3, and then I open up the mic, and then I recite to it. And we do the process over and over, depending on how complex the track is. We'll decide how long this opens. So with me, one song could have 60 tracks on it. Now, it's not professional because go to a 60-track studio, there's 124 now. God knows to what number of tracks they out there using now in the big studios. But the average studio where there's 60 tracks is going to cost you at least $150 to $200 an hour. So I'm saving a ton of money with Geico. All right. I want to thank you for allowing me to introduce you to that part of the world of the watcher. I hope that's giving you a better insight into actually what I do. It's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of work. Sometimes it could be annoying. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hey, stop it. Cut it out. So now, once again, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the Watchers Report. I want you to have a blessed day and be safe. Mad love, fam.